Class in session, guys. All right, so I've got a question for you. Are we becoming more lazier? Think about it this way. Many years ago, we didn't have cell phones, we didn't have computers, and now we have the new iPhone 12 at the date of this video. And if you want to talk about artificial intelligence and all the different AI things that are coming out, I mean, in 2023, they're going to be bringing out, Panasonic are going to be bringing out the robotic fridge, a fridge that moves and comes to you, which will be great for disabled people. But if you think about it, you could be very busy playing a computer game or watching a football match, and you can't even be asked to go get off your ass to go get a drink or a beer or whatever. But the fridge can come to you, right? And let's talk about Paralympics or people that have missing limbs. There are artificial intelligent limbs that are being made, that have been made, but they are yet to come out. And they are controlled via the use of muscle memory and our mind. Our mind is what actually commands these things to move, right? So are we becoming more lazy? Or is this really sophisticated technology? There's one thing you have to understand is that we can't stop progress. We can't stop evolution of technology. You and I know that technology is always advancing. I remember the days when there was no Bluetooth. I remember the days when we had no USB. We had to use floppy disks. We don't even need external drives now. We have clouds. We can have things online. So think about it this way. More and more things is going online. You watch Netflix, Amazon Prime, Apple TV. More and more things are being streamed online, which means your attention is off of physically leaving the house, but you are inside the house because you can access these things on your devices, wherever you are, right? So if you think about it really, what's lockdown really about? Is it to get us more used to being lazy and having to do things online because we can't go out? And with these long periods of time of being in lockdown and not being necessarily able to go out, think about it this way. If you understand how the subconscious mind and the brain works, we're creatures of habit. How long does it take a habit to form? Scientists say it's 30 days. How long is your lockdown? So if we are slowly being trained to be lazy, to be doing things online, what's the need to go out? Because the more and more we're online on social networks, the more we actually become physically unsociable. We're more or less talking on Zooms now, Zoom webinars. And you may think, oh yeah, but from a business standpoint or a work standpoint, people can work remotely and it can look fancy at start. But if you think about long term in regards to AI technology and the behavior of people, because behavior changes when habits change. And, if you control the habits of people, the mass mind, then obviously people are just going to be acting completely different, doing things differently. Business terms, they call it consumer behavior. Of course, yeah, behavior. And we are consumers because we are the ones that buy these things or subscribe to these things. So, although it might seem fancy having all this technology and devices, we have to really start thinking, hold on, where is this going? Hollywood, for example, with the movies you watch, they always have movies about the future with robots and flying cars and all kinds of these things and robots. There are robots that can be made to look exactly like you right now. They even have sex robots that are out there. They're just yet to be in certain markets. And by having a sex bot, I mean, what's that going to do to relationships? Think about it. It's changing the nature of who we are. I'm not just talking about sex bots. I'm talking about artificial intelligence altogether. I'm talking about doing things online. I'm talking about technology. The more it advances, the more we become lazy. Once upon a time, I used to use a map, a physical map to drive around. And now I use Google Maps. Why? It's easier. It's more convenient. Already I know I would never go back to a physical map. Why? Because it's too long, too time consuming. So the world is getting faster. It's making us do things in a way where technology can just take care of it. But what does this do to us? It makes us more lazy. It takes us away from anything that's natural. It makes us become more lazy to the extent that we forget who we really are, and we're actually rendering our own brains obsolete, which means I can just click a button and do this. I don't need to think. Imagine a world where people don't think. Well, to a certain degree, people don't consciously think anyway, seeing as everyone is operated by the habitual patterns that they've had over the years, and with whatever behaviors and things that they are. But if you want to shape a humanity, if you want to shape the future of mankind, make it more easier for them. Make them upload things online on a Google Drive, or keep things in a cloud, or stream things and watch them online, or get a fridge to come to them, and many other things that they're building out there. Think about it, in 2050, what would life be like for your children growing up in this age? For those of you that have children right now, well, they're always on their iPad. They're always on their phone. They're always watching these funny YouTube videos of people playing with toys and playing games, which makes them want to play games more. And we may think, oh yeah, that's just where they're at now. Yeah, it is where they're at now. But where is this going? What about your children's children? What technology will be here then? What is mankind going to be like? Who are we going to be as a people? Who are we going to be as a generation? We have to really think about these things. But of course, people don't want to think about it. Why? It's easier. And we ain't got to deal with any of those problems right now. Why? Well, some people are thinking they'll be out of here in a few years, We're not all going to be here forever. But we have to start thinking, where is this all going? Can we change these things? Maybe. Maybe. But we can also change things by just studying who we are, how our brain works, and, meditation, discovering what's within. And I've definitely discovered a lot through meditation, but I'll leave that for another video. But I just want you to think, are we becoming more lazy? Where is this going? What implications is that going to have for the future? What implications is it going to have on our children? Something I think we should really all start to think about now, at the date of this video. 2020. It is the 6th of November, 2020, you watching this video. And this video is going to be on YouTube for a very long time. And those in the future looking back at this video will know that I dropped it and be like, yeah, he did say this. Study yourself, understand where you are in this whole cosmic equation, because you are a piece to the jigsaw puzzle. We are the ones that shape this world. The question is, who's teaching us when we really should be teaching ourselves? This is Ben to Vision dropping you a new video. Comment, like, subscribe. Holla back.